Do you often feel very unsatisfied in your life? Does it seem that no matter what you accomplish, what you buy, or how you spend your day, you feel no different? You may feel a little happiness in the moment, but it's for a very short period of time before you go back to exactly how you felt before that event or that item or that person came and gave you that boost of happiness. If this sounds like something you experience on a regular basis, stick around because this video may be just for you. Let's get into it.
Cerebral flow in my head I go. Try reach me now but my cell line slow. I keep it low, it's like where I go. Try teach me how but I said I know. People know me like you like hope and I need to know premise when I show. I collect my dough, do my thing and go.
First, let me ask you a question. Do you desire the pursuit of happiness or the happiness of pursuit? These two concepts are what we're going to talk about in this video today, because right now it could sound like what's the difference, but as we talk about it, we'll get more into how these can change. So, the pursuit of happiness. This is, in my opinion, the cause of that constant dissatisfaction that we feel in our lives sometimes. It's actually what psychologists have termed the hedonic adaptation, which later, for lame terms, became the hedonic treadmill or the hedonic wheel. It's this idea that no matter what we experience in life, so imagine that you're on this wheel, like, you're a hamster, you're walking on it. You have a goal, you achieve said goal, happiness begins to drop. You look for a new goal, you seek out for that, and then we keep going and we keep going and we keep going. This is how we get into this dissatisfaction. This is why no matter what you buy, what you do, what comes into your life, it's fleeting. It doesn't stay for long. It's because we're always looking for the next thing. So this concept says that after we experience these heightened emotions, whether negative or positive, we immediately, I won't say immediately, but over time, can be immediate, can be a few days, can be, time is relative, but we return to this stable state. So when you're really sad, eventually you return to a neutral state. When you're really happy, eventually you return to a neutral state, which is good. Like you want your emotions to be regulated. But the problem is, of course, we're not constantly seeking displeasurable feelings, but we are constantly seeking pleasurable ones. So after you buy that new house and you got that excitement, you're just like, you feel really good. Dopamine, serotonin, I made a video about those hormones, so check that out, is very high. And then it goes away and you want to feel that again. And so we're continuously looking for things that can make us feel those feelings we felt when we got that promotion, when we bought that new thing, when we met this new person, and we're getting to know someone new and we're excited and we're connecting. And then eventually you get used to that person, right? And you don't feel that heightened feeling anymore. You get the promotion. You're experiencing what it's like to be in that position of power. You're experiencing what it's like to have a higher salary and what that can get you. And eventually that becomes your normal and you're not happy with that anymore. Now you want more. Now you want a new partner, or you want a new connection. Now you want a new job or more money. Now you want a different car. Now you want a bigger house. So we kind of, in a way, do this to ourselves. And let me know if that sounds familiar. Have you found yourself in that situation? You buy that brand new pair of shoes, you wear it for a couple of days, you get all the compliments. Now everyone, including yourself, is used to seeing you in those shoes. No one's talking about them anymore. And now you're not happy with the shoes. Now you want to get a new pair so that you can get that same feeling you got, get that same external validation. Continue on this wheel. So essentially this treadmill or this wheel, however the illusion looks better in your mind, states that we are a people that's always going to want more. You make $1 million, now you want 2 million, so it's never ending. We're never stopping achieving something. And it causes us to always feel dissatisfied. And it also causes us to get into addictive behavior sometimes, right? Because that's how we get shopping addictions and retail therapy, as they call it, because you want that feeling of happiness, and it's so fleeting. So you have to keep buying new stuff, keep doing new stuff, and you keep going and going. And it's sad to think about, right? It's sad to think that no matter what we experience in our life, we're always going to be in this unsatisfied state. We're always going to be in a neutral state and just feel blah about life, essentially, right? And if that were true, that would be sad. But here's the thing. I don't think that is true. I think there's a way for us to escape this hedonic wheel and actually feel satisfied in our everyday lives. And here's how we're going to do that. We're going to begin by living with the latter of that statement I mentioned earlier. So instead of pursuing happiness, we're going to find happiness in the pursuit. So what that means is falling in love with that process. Think about wanting to lose weight. Let's say you're someone that has been overweight for a very long time and you're thinking to yourself, if I just lost 20 to 30 pounds and I felt better in my body, I would be happier with my life. And that can be very true, because being overweight and not feeling attractive and not feeling like you have the heart capacity to do stuff and always feeling tired, of course, losing some weight, getting your energy back is definitely going to change it. But what happens when you get there? Are you going to stay happy? And a lot of times we don't, because think about the things you had to do to get there. You had to change your sleeping patterns. You had to change your exercise. You had to change your diet. And maybe you had to make a few sacrifices. And maybe you didn't enjoy that. Maybe you didn't enjoy having to miss out on cake and pizza and other events because you were on this health journey, right? And now that you're here, you're like, well, hey, I'm skinny now. I've achieved my goals. I don't need to do all that stuff anymore. But then what happens? It reverses. You start to get back right where you were because you stopped doing the things that got you there. So instead of focusing on that goal, we need to focus on enjoying the process. Find joy and love in going to the gym and moving your body, regardless of what happens. Find joy in eating foods that are nourishing to your body, that bulking up your stools, like you have regular bowel movements and you don't feel constipated and have IBS and digestive issues. Fall in love with eating those foods that make you feel good. Find joy in taking that evening walk after your meals, because it helps you sleep better and it helps your digestive system. You need to fall in love with that process. Enjoy the process, because then you'll keep doing it. Think about a writer. If their only goal was, I want to publish this book so that I can be a #1 seller. Well, when you write the book and it doesn't sell, what happens? You're not going to be happy. But for someone that falls in love with writing, you enjoy getting up every day, sitting in front of your computer, getting out an old piece of paper and pen, and just writing because you love writing. No matter what happens with your books, even if you never publish a book, it's the process of writing that you love. And so you're going to keep doing it. That is your happiness. It's like the statement says, is being able to find happiness in that pursuit. And just like it's our innate nature to come back to this neutral level, it's also in our innate nature to always want to achieve something. We are a people that don't really enjoy being stagnant for long. We love to pursue things. And so you want to use that to your advantage. And the idea here is to let go of the outcome and learn to enjoy the process. And that's such a cliche. I mean, you hear that all the time, but it's so true. Some of our cliches are the best advice we've ever been given. That's why people keep giving it. You aren't pursuing happiness. What you're looking for is the joy of pursuing. You're looking for something to pursue. Even think about relationships, a very old-fashioned courting ordeal, okay? In those times, a lot of men, they just enjoy the process of courting a lady. Like, once they get that person, then they drop the ball, because that's what they enjoy, just coming to get you and, getting your attention and getting you to like me and all these things. Like, it's the pursuit of it. But then once they have you, then it's like, okay, yeah, like, now I'm bored and I need to get on to something else. So what do they tell you? Never stop dating. Treat this person like you don't have them, because nothing's guaranteed. So keep treating them how you treat them in the beginning. Like, you're still trying to win their affections, because it's that pursuit that we enjoy, and that is what's longer lasting. This is how you don't get bored in your relationships and find it to be stagnant, and all that lovey-dovey feelings are gone because you stopped doing those things. Buying a house or a car. What was that journey like? That was you every week putting money into your bank account, allowing that money to grow. Actually, personal example. So I have purchased a home before. I spent 2.5 years saving for it, and that was a wonderful journey. Every time I got paid on a weekly basis, I put money into the savings account. I watched that money grow, and it was just a beautiful process. Like, I was like, wow, I'm really saving up for this home. The moment I bought that house and all that money left my bank account, I felt sad, depressed, and I didn't even understand it. It was talking to my mom, and I was like, Mom, I thought I would be happier than this. Like, I don't feel how I thought I would feel. And she was like, well, you may just be feeling a little depressed because, you had all of this money at one point and then it immediately left. And yeah, I had this house to show for it, but it was just like that process of saving money and working towards this thing that made me feel good. And once I had said thing, yes, the house still made me happy as I was doing the remodeling again, the journey of it, like coming in every day and seeing a wall painted a new color, getting new furniture in, and now this is new. So all this novelty for a while made me feel good. Coming home every day and looking at my work, I'm like, wow, this home is so beautiful. So after a while, I did begin to feel that happiness again every day. But for that moment, that short period of time, I really just felt terrible because I feel like all my, everything I was seeing myself work towards was just gone in an instant moment. And then I pursued something else, which was making my house beautiful. So I don't want to be a dead horse, but you get what I'm saying. So it's falling in love with these processes and continuing to pursue something. That is how we're going to get off this treadmill. Stop looking for happiness outside of yourself and find it within. So when you get that new promotion, bask in it. Already start working like you're working for the next one, but don't let that be what the end goal is. Just fall in love with the process of being a hard worker, of setting the example, of doing more than the average person, of coming up with new procedures, like letting your creativity grow, teaching other people. Like these are the skills that get you that promotion, because people see that in you. They say, hey, we want to move you up, right? But it was all those things you were doing. So just love doing that. Love being a teacher. Love being a forever student. That is what's going to make you feel happy every day showing up at work. And you can apply that to any and every area of your life. I feel like I went on a little passion talk there. If you watch my videos, I think you can tell when I begin to feel passionate about something I'm saying. But yes, in conclusion, take a look at your life. Find areas where just enjoying the journey and enjoying the pursuit of something is where you can find happiness, and focus on that. That doesn't mean you can't set goals. It doesn't mean to not want more in life, but just learn to enjoy the journey of getting there so that when you get there, you can continue to enjoy. As I say often, the knowledge we gain is powerful, but it's the knowledge that we share that makes a difference. So take this video and share with someone that you know could be stressed, could be having anxiety, could feel very stagnant in life. And maybe this could be something that changes them and gives them what they need to continue on and change their way of thinking and have a happier life. It's up to us to share knowledge with the rest of the planet. So please do that. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Give me that beautiful, beautiful thumbs up. Lets me know you like the content. It helps us, our page grow, reach more people. So I would really appreciate that. If you like this content, please subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you in the next one. As always, don't forget to crush it.